All right, welcome back to this 30 days of meditation experience. We are on day 22, starting our new or the last chapter of this course. So, as always, find yourself a comfortable position, a comfortable place, and let's get started. Okay, so the last 3 weeks. Again, I tried to, or at least attempted to, show you what practice was all about. What is this meditation thing? And I wanted to take you from the absolute beginner to kind of where you can call an expert, but really they're the same. There's no such thing as beginning and expert, in my opinion. But I hope that made some sense. And going over these last 3 weeks was just kind of a way to give you everything at once, not necessarily a deep course, but just a kind of overview of the practice itself. Now, this last week we actually have a little bit longer than a week, but we're going to discuss how do we implement daily practice into life. What does that mean? So that's really going to be the subject matter of the last week here, and we're going to focus a little bit more on a regular style of practice, something that we learned all the things that we did in the last 3 weeks, but we're going to have a more regular practice here, something a little bit more familiar. So when you show up, it's a familiar thing, and maybe it's something that you can take with you without needing my voice to guide you on your own. And we'll talk about that later. So as usual, find yourself a comfortable position. Do not wear jeans like I am. It is a very bad idea. My legs are super tight, but find yourself a comfortable place and let's get started. Just settle here, right here, here and now. Noticing the sounds around you. Noticing the body and how it feels. Just noticing this moment as it already is. We seek absolutely nothing. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do, and there's no one to become. And as you let go of the to-do list and the past, find your way to the breath, wherever you feel it the most. And remember, we're not forcing our focus on the breath. We're not concentrating. We are lightly aware of breathing. Simply noticing the gentle sensation of the in-breath and the out-breath. And not noticing the breath in order to get somewhere, in order to meditate, or in order to become enlightened. Just noticing the breath as it already is, for no reason at all. In and out it goes. In and out. And maybe I'm catching you now thinking to yourself, rehearsing some story, worried about some future, or remembering something from the past. But this is okay. Only when you notice that you're lost in thought and the breath is no longer seen, gently return to the breath. Again, for no reason at all, return to the breath. In and out. Come back. Come back to the breath. Wake up. Wake up from thinking. Return to the breath. In and out. What sits here? What are these thoughts talking to? Turn the attention back. What are you? What decided to turn on this video and practice meditation? Is it the same one that has a body? Where's that? What are you? And if you don't understand, wonderful. Remain not knowing and completely rest. All right, you can look at the screen. For those of you who've heard that noise during the bell, I have an air freshener up here. No, it is not a voice. People think it's a voice, like a spooky voice or something. But no, it's just I have an air freshener that just goes off every, I think, 9 minutes. I probably should change it. It's probably a little much. Anyway, there's something that's very important about practice. One of the most important things when it comes to actually meditating. And that is that I may have mentioned this before, I think I have, but we like to divide our life up. We divide work from play, from yoga time to reading time, and we kind of categorize our life that way. And so we see our life as categories and in sections. Meditation is really about this moment alone. There's only this, always, just now. Boom. And when you're working, it's now. When you're sleeping, it's this. I don't even like the word now. It's just this. When you're talking to a friend, when you're watching a video, here. And so the whole game of dividing our life into categories, which is useful for thinking and communicating about it, is ultimately made up. And so when we come to meditation and we say, this is my time, that my 20 minutes to meditate, and then I'm going to get up and go on with the rest of my day. And then there's this little section of meditation, and then there's the rest of my life. But practices can be said to never end. Practice doesn't end. What we do here is not something only situated for when you're watching this video or when you're practicing on your own. This practice is extraordinarily important to be known or be noticed through your day, all of it, at any moment, because this moment is always this moment. And when you sit and practice in meditation, it's this moment. When you get up to go to get a glass of water, it's this moment. It never ends. So the insight into practice, the what you can call the benefits or the fruits of practice really show up when we notice this about meditation. But if we divide it off, we start to feel isolated in our mind. We start to feel like other people are just really annoying. I need to practice. I need to meditate. Or we start to feel individualized, like I'm more enlightened than other people. Because I practice meditation, I'm better than this person. And that's not it, because it's always now. So there's no you here. There's just this. So if you start to feel yourself getting tired of other people, or starting to feel like you're better than other people, or individualize this little story of me as a meditator and I'm all spiritual now and I'm going to go on and do my thing, you're probably categorizing practice as some sort of thing to serve your sense of self. When in reality, it's now. And that's it. So this line that we create between practice, formal practice, and our everyday life, let's blur that line. At least make it very porous. Don't worry about being perfect, but we can make it very porous, which will be the subject of this last week, the end of this course, this 30 days. But the most important thing, one of the biggest things to understand is this one right here. Don't just skip over this point that I'm making here. Practice never ends. So tomorrow we're going to see a little bit further on how meditation actually relates to our everyday life. So I'll see you tomorrow for day, 23? And everyone, thank you. Of course, I have to say this. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for showing up. It's been a real honor being able to do this with you. And I've learned a lot myself. I've never actually put together a course or anything. So it's been great to do this and see the benefit and, I don't know, or the complaints, whatever it is. But it's been wonderful. So I deeply thank you. So again, I'll see you tomorrow, day 23.